What's happening Wednesday? What's happening Wednesday?
What's happening Wednesday?
What is happening Wednesday? I don't even know. Tell me.
Tell me.
All right. What are we talking about?
Well, we haven't been here a little bit.
No, we got COVID.
Well, I officially got COVID. We think the test might have been wrong for you.
Yeah.
Because the test said negative for him. And
Now I have no sense of smell or taste. It's awesome.
And I'm doing better.
Yeah. I'm doing better, but I still would like to smell stuff. It'd be nice.
Yeah, you guys are going to hear us coughing and all that shit and everything like that. But I've tested negative. So
Was Gen Con worth it?
I'm going to say this year, for various reasons, no.
It was too many people for me. I don't think I can go through with that again. Unless some of my favorite authors are there again, then I can probably do it.
Well, let's talk about, since we're going into it, let's talk about Gen Con. Let's talk about, I have been there a couple times before. Joe had never been there.
It's my first time.
It was his first time. Both of the times that I'd gone were pre-COVID. And this was my first con post-COVID. And of course, I get COVID. So, with that perspective, with that thought in mind, no, really wasn't all that worth it. Did I get to do everything I wanted to do? Well, no, I did not get to do everything I wanted to do.
We only went one day.
We only went one day, and for various reasons, it was not all that fun. Let's go there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I had fun the first part, like going doing what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, like that would have been like tons of fun. But it was not one of those things where it was really all that big of a deal for me, so I didn't go to it.
No. To me, Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman, authors of Dragonlance.
Yes, that is what Joe got to do. Joe also, Mr. Bizarro Fed over here, got to meet not only Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman, but everyone's favorite firefighter stripper.
Yeah, Joe Manganiello.
Yes. Joe Bizarro Fett met.
He just said hi to me.
He said hi to you. And
I said hi to him, and I said I liked his shirt.
Yeah. So apparently, the whole thing with the Dragonlance book unboxing, and you got the new Dragonlance book, which you devoured.
Yep, I did.
That was all part. You guys got the book, and then there was a Q&A. A Q&A that was hosted by Mr. Manganiello.
Mm-hmm.
If you're unaware of who he is, just by my description of him, Google it. Also, if you watch the Snyder cut of the entire Snyder cut of Justice League, he is the gentleman that was teased as Deathstroke. Just fitting it in there for our typical, listening and watching community here, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of bringing it all home for everyone. This is the dude that would have been Deathstroke. Okay? And so that was a highlight for you.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That would have been really cool. I got to see one of my friends that I haven't seen in a while because he was working one of the booths, Ray.
Ooh, Ed Greenwood walked right by me, the guy that
the creator of Forgotten Realms walked right past us. I didn't even notice. Yeah. So, you guys have heard me talk about it before, like on the channel and everything like that. Like over the last few years, particularly during COVID, I developed like this horrible plantar fasciitis or whatever it is for my feet, and arthritis in my goddamn ankle. And we went the day before to Will Call to pick up our passes, thinking we were going to be in and out the day before
Honestly,
the
that
con.
line was not as bad as it looked.
It's not as bad as it looked, but still, standing and walking for 2 hours straight when I hadn't hyped myself up for it, and then turning around the next day and getting up really early to go to con, I did not have the best time. I was in a lot of pain and slow moving and walking like a Disney villain. So that obviously put a damper on things for me. And some of the things that happened during con, like the fact that there were certain areas of the convention you couldn't even really get around because of the Disney Ravensburger Lorcana game and the lines involved with that, where they, I don't think Gen Con has ever done this before. They let people line up the second day, like overnight, for this game. Which I looked into it after Nick from Comic Culture told me about it. I looked into it after he told me about it, and basically it looks like Disney meets Magic. So it was not really all that big of a deal to me, I mean, but that's cool.
Kind of cool. I don't like Disney that much though. So the art was very cool.
It looks lovely. It looks lovely. So that's cool. And good for the people that were able to get their hands on it, because it's supposed to be like the next hot game.
Did you hear the people that stole like thousands of dollars worth of Magic?
$300,000 worth of Magic cards.
Holy moly!
And this was did you hear? Actually, as of like yesterday or the day before, they think that they have narrowed it down to 2 people of interest.
Nice.
And these are people that are game designers.
Oh.
And basically, I really hope these guys felt like it was worth it, because y'all basically I hope you never wanted to design another game and have it be successful, like, ever. Because if you did this...
I know they had video.
They had the grainiest ass video in the face of the planet, but they were still able to figure out that these 2 guys are the people of interest, which means it's alleged these guys did it, and they stole not from a big company, mind you. They stole $300,000. See, this game store, this smaller vendor, came prepared. It was a successful store. They came prepared with tons of merchandise to sell at Gen Con, because they knew it was going to be the place to pull that shit off, right? And to sell it and make a heavy profit. And they're correct. However, these guys came along and stole like a pallet of Magic cards. And they didn't do this from Wizards of the Coast. They did this from...
See, if they did it from Wizards of the Coast, I'd be like, go, guys.
Because Wizards of the Coast they've got some problems lately, y'all. If you don't know about this, just the most recent thing that came out right around Gen Con was that they had used art that had used AI enhancements. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. And that ain't good. But there's a long laundry list of things,
of shitty shit that
they've done and they've been a part of lately, them and Hasbro, and it's like no, yeah, that's pretty bad. But this was an actual like game vendor, game store that got basically just fucked over by these people right the day before Gen Con. So yeah, that's something that happened that it's interesting to look into if you haven't already. So we really didn't have much to talk about except for that we were underwhelmed by Gen Con, except for the moment that in the beginning for Bizarro Fed here.
Yeah, that was fun.
I did get a bunch of cool stuff. I know I promised y'all I'd do a haul. I promised y'all I'd have a video, but guys, literally it was Gen Con. I'm hurting like heck, and then I'm sick. Okay, literally. You know, and Joe, you can attest to this. That is basically how that went.
Yep.
Yeah, like sick as hell, right afterwards, and I did buy stuff, and I will do a haul.
Cool.
I will do a haul video to show off what I bought, because I got some cool stuff, and I definitely want to show that off. But as it pertains to this show, obviously you would think that with us both being sick, we would watch a bunch of the movies from our list, but no, we didn't. So what we should get back to that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get back to that, and we will talk about 2 new movies from our list from a while back. If you don't remember, go back. It was not that long of a show, and listen to our list of our top 25 movies each, and we can get back into that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just bought My Fair Lady recently. I'm going to get Joe to watch My Fair Lady. Joe, you're going to have me watch RoboCop?
I don't know. One of my movies.
He's going to review his list and get back to me. But I know we just actually bought Conan recently too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
We did the same day we bought My Fair Lady. We bought Conan.
Maybe we'll watch that.
We'll watch Conan again. But anyways, I'm thinking this weekend I'm gonna hopefully get back to doing my review videos. We were so stricken with everything. We didn't even get our comics last week, so we have a big old stack waiting for us.
Yes.
At the comic book shop. So, but we called them, and because we're good little consumers, and let them know, do not fret, we will be there to pick up our comics. We just don't think you want us in your shop right now, because y'all, there's a COVID situation. They were very gracious and happy that we did not come into their shop with COVID. So I want to urge everyone. I think that when I knew that I tested positive to COVID, it's still out there. It's still a thing. When I told my supervisor at work, hey, I got COVID, she was like, wow, that's still a thing? And I was like, well, yeah, it is. She's like, you don't really hear about it too much anymore. I was like, well, if you're in a community that goes to cons and that kind of thing, you know about it. So if you test positive for COVID, please go to the doctor, ask for the antivirals, because I think that might have been...
You're adults, do what you want.
That could have been... I'm trying to make a point here.
You're an adult. Do what you want, man. You don't want to do it, don't do it.
I'm urging people to get the antivirals.
I'm urging people to do what they want.
And,
but probably go get the antivirals.
Yeah, because they were very helpful, I think, in helping me get through what I was dealing with there. So, COVID's still a thing. Wear a mask if you're in a large group. And that's it for now, because we're back home. We were driving home, and we've been home.
So goodbye.
So Joe is being impatient.
Joe has to go to the bathroom.
Well, then Joe... Oh, Jesus. Okay, so keep your eyes... Until next time, keep your eyes and ears open. If you see something, say something. And remember, the complacent never make a difference. This is the officially unofficial Geek Channel. What's Happening Wednesday? My name is Carrie. This is also Bizarro Fat Joe.
Goodbye, folks.
And we'll be seeing ya. Bye-bye.